So welcome students. So in this question you are asked to find the locus of the midpoints of the focal radii of the parabola y square is equal to 4ax. That means if S is the focus of this parabola, obviously S is a comma 0, and if you take any point A on this parabola, so you have a focal radius, and as the point A moves on this parabola, the focal radius changes, and you are asked to find the locus of the midpoint of the focal radius. So how do we do it analytically? So if you imagine an animation which goes on where A moves on this parabola, with A the focal radius also moves. So as this focal radius moves, the midpoint also moves. And what is the path in which the midpoint moves? That's the question. So first what we do is, let us try to define this question mathematically. What is the variable which controls the situation? So let us say that the point A has a parameter t and the parameter t changes. So if A has a parameter t, the coordinate of A is a t square comma 2at. The focus is always a comma 0. Hence what is the midpoint? ph comma k. So what is the midpoint? What is the midpoint of the focal radius? Is nothing but a plus at square by 2, and 2at by 2 is 80. So that will be the coordinates of the midpoint. And what is the locus of the point h comma k? So here h is equal to a times 1 plus t square by 2, and k is equal to at. So from the second equation, t is equal to k by a, t is equal to k by a, and this t comes here. So h is equal to a by 2 times 1 plus k square by a square. So this will be the condition that h comma k has to satisfy. Hence the locus is, I just replace h with x and k with y. So the locus is 2x by a is equal to 1 plus y square by a square. This implies y square by a square is equal to 2x by a minus 1. This implies y square is equal to a square times 2x minus a by a. So a and a gets cancelled. This implies y square is equal to 2a times x minus a by 2. So y square is equal to, if you take 2 as common, 2a times x minus a by 2. So this will be the required locus in a simple form. So obviously you can see that this is also a horizontal parabola. This is also a parabola. So what are the properties of this parabola in comparison with the properties of the original parabola? So the lattice rectum becomes half. The original parabola has lattice rectum of 4a. The new parabola has a lattice rectum of 2a. The lattice rectum becomes half, and the vertex becomes a by 2 comma 0. That means the vertex is a by 2 comma 0. The lattice rectum becomes half, that is the parabola looks smaller. And what is the focus of this parabola? So the a corresponds to this is half of the a corresponds to the original parabola. So you have to go a by 2 forward to get the focus of this. 4 times a by 2. So you have to go a by 2 forward, so you get the same focus. So both the parabolas have the same focus. And if you go to directrix, the directrix of the new parabola will be the y-axis, because you have to go a by 2 backwards. So what are the properties of the locus parabola? The vertex is a by 2 comma 0, and the lattice rectum is half of the original lattice rectum. The focus is same, and the directrix becomes y-axis. Thank you.